as far as I've heard, as far as I've researched, as far as I've read, as far as I'm informed. Empowered people, I hope that you guys are doing well. Welcome to my YouTube channel called Empowering Edges with Ndogozo, where knowledge and wisdom is power and we are empowered by it. So if you're a new person on this channel and don't understand what Empowering Edges is about, then watch my introduction video. But I believe that as we go along this journey together, we'll actually get to understand what it truly means, right? Yes. So if you're actually new subscriber, new viewer, thank you for stopping by and welcome. Usekhaya Njila, welcome. So on today's video, I think this topic is very interesting. We'll be talking about all things VUT, which is the Vaal University of Technology. So the reason why that I actually chose this video as the first one is because I personally was a student at VUT, where I completed a national diploma in biotechnology, which is a combination of chemistry, microbiology, and quality assurance. So if you're saying that you are here for your first time, I'm sure that you're actually gonna enjoy this one, especially for people who want to gain more information about the different type of universities that are around. As I said, I'm gonna be sharing with you knowledge, right? I'm gonna be giving mentorship or sistership to you, to a person who says they don't have the relevant information from other people, but I'm here. That's what I'm here for, to give you information and advice on various things. So it's not gonna be actually limited to education, but I'm a big level of education, so maybe most of my videos will be about education and stuff like that. I don't know, but we'll see as the journey progresses. So guys, enjoy the video until the end, and please watch and subscribe, honey, subscribe. So this is English. Subscribe, girl, subscribe, boy. Please press the subscribe button and become part of the empowered people. If you want to be empowered, press the subscribe button. Let's get on to the video. If you're asking yourself, what is VUT? VUT is actually the Vaal University of Technology, one of South Africa's premier institutions which specializes in technology. So it actually specializes on fields like engineering, applied sciences, and technology related fields. It has around 21,000 to 25,000 students. It's actually located at the Vaal Triangle, Gauteng. When I'm talking about the Vaal Triangle, there are actually two campuses in the Vaal Triangle, but the main campus is actually in Vanderbilt Park, which is in Vaal, in Gauteng. And then the other campuses include Sebokeng. Sebokeng is actually also in the Vaal, and Secunda, Kempton Park, and Uppington. Uppington is actually in the Northern Cape, right? Yes. So it has 4 satellite campuses, and then the main campus is actually in Vanderbilt. If you're actually asking yourself about the different types of things offered at these different campuses, I'm gonna break it down to you. So I'm gonna start with the Vaal University of Technology and Vanderbilt Park. So in Vanderbilt Park, that is actually the reservoir or the main hub of the other satellite campuses. So this campus, that is when the main academic activities or administration activities happen, which are your application, registration. They go straight to the main campus, which is actually at Vanderbilt Park. And as well, like, a lot of things happen there. There's actually a comprehensive libraries for students. There's also modern lecture halls. There's also offices available, like things are more available to students than in the other campuses. It also provides its residence to students that are actually enrolled there. So another campus is actually in Secunda, which is in Mpumalanga. Why am I saying in Mpumalanga? English ngamakhala girl. in Mpumalanga in Secunda, there's also a campus there. So that campus specializes in engineering and technology programs. Don't mind me looking down. That is because I have notes. Well prepared girl for empowered people vibes. It offers only engineering and technology programs which are actually tailored to regional industry demands. So the campus in Secunda has classrooms, laboratory, and student support services. So the campus in the Ekurhuleni, which is in the East Rand, I think it's the Kempton Park campus. There it also specializes in engineering and technology. They also help in community services and all that, right? I have another campus which is in the Northern Cape, which is in Uppington. So it actually focuses on regional economic priority programs, which include your engineering and technology and also agriculture, and they only focus on practical activities and researches that actually help the Northern Cape. If you're saying that you're interested in being enrolled in the Vaal University of Technology, or if you actually see that there's a course that you're interested in the institution itself, the application will be open in May 2025, and the application fee for residences in South Africa is 110 rand, and for residences outside of the country or international students is 120 rands. I think it's very cheap for students because I think that is very considerate of them to make it 110 rand in 2025. Knowing the economy that we are living in, I think that they are very considerate for students. Yeah. And then the registration fee for next year, if you want to get enrolled 2026, you apply this year, right? So the registration fee is 2,500 rands. So as early as possible, save money, or alert your parents that next year, January, there will be a 2,500 rand that will be needed for your registration if you want to get enrolled at the Vaal University of Technology. Let's say now you're enrolled in the institution, you have your registration fee paid up, you have your application fee paid up, of course, by this year. Then let's say now you want to actually start staying at the campus. So let us talk about actually the residence that is offered at Vanderbilt Park. One thing that I liked about the Vaal University of Technology is that you are giving if you're an NSFAS student, you are given the option to stay in a private accommodation that is NSFAS accredited. So if you're saying that you're interested in VUT and everything is ready and set, they actually residences that are available. So many people have done the mistake of arriving at the Vaal University of Technology and being enrolled in one of the residents on campus. And one disadvantage about being enrolled in the residences on campus, most likely if you're a first year student, you're gonna have a roommate and you're gonna share a room. So if you're saying you're a student and you don't know anything about the Vaal University of Technology, apply yes for residence just in case. But first, your number one priority should not be on campus residence. Focus on the private accommodations that are available there. There are NSFAS accredited universities that have everything catered for. Especially like if maybe you are a person who doesn't want to share your space first year. I didn't share my space first year. When I arrived there, I just arrived, viewed the room, moved in that day. Yeah. So my room was actually an en-suite room. I had my own shower, I had my own toilet, I had my own wardrobe, and the only thing that I shared with the other students was the kitchen only. Imagine for your first year, that is actually luxury for your first year. So I think I like the fact that they give you options to choose private accommodations. I'm so in love with that. So yeah, that is all about residences. So if you're looking for residence in Vaal University of Technology, please consider private before on-campus residence, please. One disadvantage that I would like to say about off-campus residences is that off-campus residences, sometimes they get full. If you want to arrive when a match, you think that we enjoy a game when you can do things the way you like. If you want to arrive March, most likely you won't find resident in the private accommodation, especially the NSFAS accredited ones, because many people, students from the previous years, all of them want private accommodations because they don't want to be limited to sharing, having a person in their room. So most likely they get full faster. So if you say that you are enrolled, you've paid your registration fee, and you're looking for accommodation, you can just take a taxi alone or with your friend or whoever and just go and look for residences before you move in there. You can do that. And be alert, because even with the private accommodations, some other landlords will tell you that no, this one is NSFAS accredited, but it's not. And if you try to move out, they might want you to pay up before you leave. So I'm gonna actually tell you how to find out how your res, how do you find out if your res is actually NSFAS accredited or not. Yes, so make sure that you check and follow the steps that I'm actually gonna give you guys, because I've heard many students saying that their landlords lied, saying that their place is NSFAS accredited. Ne? So when looking for accommodation, look at for private, then consider on campus. But firstly, your priority should be private, because it's nice. I actually tell you about on campus accommodations. On campus accommodations, the only advantage that I liked about it is that it's so safe. It's very safe and secured. So you can leave the library at around 10 o'clock at night or even 11 and walk to your residence. Nothing will happen to you, because there are actually security guards at the gate, and nothing will happen to you. So like in terms of the on-campus residences, they are very, very safe. But one thing that I actually didn't like is the fact that on-campus residences, I was enrolled at VUT in 2022. So 2022, I remember people telling me that no, VUT does not give Wi-Fi for on-campus students. There's no Wi-Fi. So if you want Wi-Fi, you have to go to school and be connected there. That is what I heard from rumors. Now this is not research. Rumors say there's no Wi-Fi available on campus. So on campus, if you want to stay there, there's no Wi-Fi for you, darling. So that's actually the one of the disadvantages, that you have to walk all the way to campus to be to connect to the Wi-Fi. I even had people whereby if we do practical reports, they couldn't do it in their own rooms. They had to walk all the way to campus to finish their practical reports. Imagine, there's actually a disadvantage. And one other disadvantage is that if you are going on an on-campus residence and you're a first year, you are definitely gonna share a room. You don't have a choice on where are you gonna stay. They just assign a room to you, you go there. That's it. Another disadvantage that I don't like about on-campus residences, I don't know if this is applicable to other private accommodations that are there off campus, but one thing that I've heard from this other guy, he said that he had his clothes on the line, and he went to the stores to just buy something. When he came back, all his laundry was off the line. There was nothing, everything. So the only disadvantage about on-campus residences is that they steal laundry, guys. They steal almost everything, so you cannot be too safe or too sure. So for me, I actually 100% recommend private accommodations. Just that you have to make sure that this is actually an accredited NSFAS residence. That is actually the only disadvantage. But any other thing, it's okay for me, because I would even leave my laundry for like 2 days straight and nothing will happen to it. You understand? And this will be only applicable to where there's like winter and stuff and etc. But it's actually so safe with private accommodations. I think it also depends on the type of residence that you're in. So the reason that I'm actually only speaking about Vanderbilt Park is because just to speak about what I know, because I was enrolled at the Vaal University of Technology in Vanderbilt Park, and I was staying there. So one other thing that I didn't mention is a Vanderbilt Park has two sides. There's a side of the main gate, which is from the main gate to going that side. Then that other side of the campus is what we call it's actually a place called Bedworth. Bedworth has a lot of residences as well. It has a whole lot of residences which are big. Like there are many, I don't know how to explain it, but I'll insert a picture here to show you To the end of the video. I hope that you enjoyed, and most importantly, you've actually gained important information on how you can actually put it into practice in your life, especially when it comes to universities and stuff. But before I end the video, I would actually like to advise you. One of the things that might help you to have a smooth journey during your university or academic career, most importantly, is prayer, guys. It's prayer. So when you're applying for universities and all that, ask God to guide you on the course that you should enroll in, the university that you should go to, because you may find that people do a certain type of a course, but some of them remain unemployed for so many years, and probably like other people like live throughout their lifetime without even receiving any job that is related to their qualification, right? So what I'm trying to say to you is that, like, pray, always pray to God to help you. Of course, God won't come in a dream and tell you that choose doctor or something, but pray for guidance. Praying for guidance is very important. Pray for God to guide you on which university to attend to, which courses should you do, and also ask God to bless your studies, because I'm telling you, it's rough out here. It's very, very rough. Some other people go to university, they don't come back. Some people lose lives in universities and all that. So make sure that you always pray so that God can guide you, because he knows what is best for us. As he says that he knows the plans that he has for you, plans to prosper you and to give you a good future and hope, right? So make sure that you pray God to guide you in everything that you do. Whether you're paying for application, tell God about each and every part of your life, and everything else is just gonna go smoothly and flourish. Of course, challenges will be there. That is definite. Everything has everything in life has challenges, right? But what I'm trying to say is that if you're with God, you know that God will show you the way. Some other people don't get to attend the varsity, but they actually there's other ways to doing things. You will not always go to varsity. Some other people do learnerships, and then a person in 2 years, they get a salary of 40k just because they did learnerships and all that. So like, our journeys are different, and if you didn't go to varsity, don't feel bad. Just pray to God to show you how should you take your journey, and how will you get to the way you want to be. So guys, thank you so much for listening to this video, and I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope I was able to actually fulfill what I said I would. I just hope that you stay blessed and safe, especially because now it's this Easter season. People are hungry. I just hope that you stay well and safe. And if you've made it till the end of the video, please make sure that you comment, and if there's anything that you're like, I don't agree with everything that she said, please comment so that I can know what you're thinking and what your views are. And if probably you are enrolled in one of the institutions at VUT and one of the campuses, let me know, so that probably on the next video we may cover other segments that I actually was not exposed to or did not do enough research in. Please comment and let me know what you would like. Which university would you like me to do next, and which information do you think you want to know about? That's it from me, guys. I hope to see you on the next upload. Bye.